Thank you for joining this presentation of the Northeast Florida Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics Professional Days Continuing Education Program Plan. My name is Tasha Brickhouse, a registered dietitian in the state of Florida. This program is designed for EDLD 611 Winter 2018. The context of this program is based on the continuing education needs of registered dietitians, here forward referred to as RDs, Dietetic Technicians Registered, known as DTRs, and leadership development of dietetic students. To offer some background on the credentialing of RDs and DTRs, they are nationally credentialed by the Commission on Dietetic Registration, known as CDR, to serve as practitioners, counselors, and nutrition educators. Individual states may additionally require registered dietitians to be licensed to work within the state. To maintain registration and licensure, dietitians are required to develop a learning plan based on career goals and complete continuing education credits, further known as CPEUs. These include requirements for live continuing education experiences, and all eligible CPEUs must be approved through the CDR. CPEU programs are offered in a variety of settings, such as hospitals, through nutrition vendor presentations, and live webcasts, just to name a few. The cost may range from $10 to over $500 depending on the topic, location, and context. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, further referred to as the Academy, is an organization of nutrition professionals such as RDs, DTRs, and dietetic students. This national organization has affiliate organizations in each of the states, as previously noted, the Florida Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Within the states are independently operating districts or regions. These membership groups are beneficial for networking and continuing education events, with discounts for members. Currently in the state of Florida, there are 16 FAND districts which offer continuing education events frequently after working hours on weekdays and are offered in 1 to 2 credit units per meeting. The drawback to this current structure for these education events are that weekday meetings are inconvenient for many members, affecting participation. And since these organizations are nonprofit and rely on volunteers for leadership and planning, filling those roles have been challenges to maintaining operations. Limited funding sources have made it difficult for some groups to develop comprehensive speaking programs, which is the main interest for retaining membership. As of the 2018 and 2019 planning year, the 16 Florida districts will transition to 5 regions. The proposed region, Northeast Florida Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, or NEFAND, is the focus of this education program. While the merger will make the territories of each organization larger, it will consolidate the population area of dietitians and will reduce the number of leadership positions required to operate each affiliate group. This will increase membership numbers and will provide additional funding which will support professional days scheduled on Saturdays that are centered around multiple continuing education opportunities per event. The only potential internal competitor to this new region professional days would be the former districts themselves. Some districts have expressed interest to continue to meet for networking and video streaming webinars, in which they can all claim continuing education credit. For some members, this may be a viable option, but many may not qualify as live continuing education credits. The program objectives are as follows. Number 1, to present current evidence-based education relevant to the needs of the participants on nutrition-related topics for various dietetic practice. Number 2, offer a total of 15 live continuing education credits for registered dietitians and dietetic technicians registered during the course of 3 professional days in the 2018 to 2019 membership year. Number 3, create an environment for networking with colleagues and professionals to further their careers and science of nutrition. Number 4, to provide opportunities for dietetic students to become involved in development and execution of professional day events. As stated previously, this program is designed for registered dietitians dietetic technicians registered, and dietetic students and interns, with an emphasis on meeting membership needs. Those in practice or retired may participate. Guests are welcome to participate as well. Special consideration may need to be given to participants with limited mobility, vision, and hearing. As such, venues must be equipped for ADA access adaptations for those who need additional audio and visual support as well. Since this is an education opportunity of the nutrition industry, attention may be given to dietary restrictions such as dairy, wheat, or nut allergies when considering refreshments. The president-elect is proposed to be the chair of committee chairs and will oversee the functions of the programs committee, the membership committee, and the communication and marketing committee. The programs committee contains a subcommittee representing each of the former districts who will plan each of the professional days designated to take place in their respective areas. This will include obtaining a venue, recruiting speakers, and obtaining sponsors or vendors. The membership committee will be responsible for recruiting members, maintaining contact information of the membership, and identifying potential members based on licensed status in the state. The Communication and Marketing Committee manages content on the website, newsletters, social media, and printed documents. The treasurer is responsible for maintaining the organization budget, collecting membership dues, receiving funds from sponsors, paying honorariums and travel costs for speakers, and paying for the venue costs. Sponsors and vendors will be recruited to support the professional day events. Food service management groups, grocery corporations, or food councils will be invited to partner with NEFAND for these events. Venue sponsors may include universities or local hospitals. These organizations have meeting spaces equipped with audiovisual features and flexible seating arrangements that can accommodate over 100 participants. For budget purposes, venue costs are included. However, sponsorship is welcome. Professional days will be scheduled on 3 Saturdays during the membership year in the months of October, January, and April. Saturday sessions are less time restrictive than previous format of weekday evening events. Education sessions will be scheduled from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. with a networking lunch from 12:10 to 1:10 p.m. Each education session will address learning gaps and integrate interprofessional education development through lecture style, hands-on applications such as training of nutrition-focused physical assessment, role-playing, and panel discussions. Presentation material, handouts, or supplementary electronic documentation may be provided. Recruitment of local experts, which have been on the forefront of recent nutrition studies for these proposed presentation. Nutrition and medical journal authors will be considered for potential speaking opportunities. Presenters must hold a master's level education in a science-based field or equivalent experience of at least 10 years beyond bachelor's level. Additional specialized credentialing in the field of expertise is recommended. Registration and attendance of each participant will include documentation of the participant's registration and license number. After completion of the individual sessions, 1 to 2 continuing education credit will be awarded with a paper or electronic certificate. There are 3 types of evaluations that will be used to measure effectiveness of this program. A review of current practice measures will be analyzed for knowledge and practice gaps and compared with a qualitative assessment of the potential attendees. Throughout the course of each event planning, formative evaluations will be completed by the Board of Directors and Education Committee for feedback and potential alterations of the program as needed. At the end of each session, summative evaluations will be completed by participants and will allow them to describe their learning experience, if they found value in the items presented, and how they may apply the information in their current practice. Surveyors may detail recommendations for future presentations and accommodations. These assessments will be reviewed and comments collected and considered for future planning. Success will be measured based on the rating of the presentation, if the participants acknowledge methods they can apply the learned material, and if they found value in the sessions. A secondary measure of success can be determined by repeat attenders throughout the membership year and with changes in attendance. On this slide, you can see the organization chart outlining the scheduling and staff. The nature and purpose of the regional affiliate organizations of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is for the primary purpose of local education sharing. As such, the proposed structure of the Board of Directors for NEFAND and support committees is designed to provide staff to operate each of these professional day events. The President-elect serves as the chair of the committee chairs, and leadership efforts surround these events may focus more time and effort towards the program committee, the membership committee, and the communication and marketing committee, taking time from other committees within the organization, at which time the chair of those ancillary committees will maintain responsibility for their duties, reporting to the President-elect as necessary. For the purpose of financial management of these events, the treasurer will divert focus towards collecting registration and managing accounts receivable and accounts payable regarding these events. The Education Program Subcommittee for the hosting event will designate individuals to serve as the registration associate, audiovisual liaison, the sponsorship vendor liaison, and assistants for each of the speakers. Additionally, host and hostesses will be designated for each meeting room to assist with participants' needs. Financial support for these events will come from membership dues, registration fees, and sponsorship with business partners. It is estimated that there will be approximately 175 members with a membership cost of $35. NEFAND membership dues will fund the operating costs of the organization, and a portion of those dues will be allotted towards the education program. Member registration cost for each event is $25. Guest registration will be $75. Students may attend for $15 or can apply to volunteer during the event and receive a complimentary pass for the day. Estimated attendance of members, guests, and students are 75, 20, and 20 respectively. Marketing and branding will be driven by the Marketing and Communications Committee with an eye-catching, theme-appropriate logo and tagline that will be developed for brand recognition and will include messaging to associate NEFAND with the organization, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. This will provide brand confidence. Marketing will primarily be through electronic messages, newsletters, and direct email marketing using Constant Contact. Registration will be managed through Evite and payments collected through PayPal. The primary target market will be RDs, DTRs, and dietetic students within the Jacksonville, Gainesville, and Volusia County areas, and a secondary market would be all of the RDs, DTRs, and dietetic students within the state of Florida. The proposed budget should provide a forward balance of $3,270 for the following education program year. The timeline of events begins on May 1st, 2018 with the selection of the Education Committee and carry through until the final evaluation of May 15th, 2019. The professional days should also include promotion for the next event on October 13th, January 19th, and April 20th. A final review of the summative evaluations and make adjustments to the following programs should be done on November 15th, February 15th, and May 15th. As you have heard, the Continuing Professional Education Plan for NEFAND includes aspects to involve membership and experts for the furtherance of nutrition science practice. Thank you for joining in on the presentation of the Northeast Florida Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics Professional Days Education Program.